Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you all how to easily install mods for Baldur's Gate 3 using the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager, and of course all the mods on Nexus Mods. I know that modding a game can sometimes seem quite a daunting task, but here it really is quite an easy process, and if you just follow along with the steps in this video, you have all of your favorite custom mods up and running in just a few minutes. With all of that said, let us get right into it. The very first step here to get you started in installing mods for Baldur's Gate 3 is to simply go to the link in the description or search up Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager. If you've searched it up, simply go to the first GitHub link that pops up and then scroll down to where it says grab the latest released. By simply pressing this, you install the latest version of the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager. From here, the usual extraction of files needs to occur. I like to first make a folder in documents and then name it anything you want. I just like to call it Baldur's Gate 3 Manager or Baldur's Gate 3 Mod Manager, and then extract the download into this folder. Once you've done this, simply go to the folder and run the exe file called bg3 Mod Manager. I've of course already done this, so all my mods are already installed, but you should just see a very quick installation prompt and should have a blank canvas with no mods anywhere. You should also just check that the game path detected by the mod manager is correct, which it always usually is, but if it has got it wrong, this is how you can fix it. Simply go to Steam, right click on Baldur's Gate 3 and press browse on local files. From here, simply click at the top and copy the text and paste it into the game path in the BG3 mod manager. With that, you've got the first step of this process out of the way. Before we get to installing the mods themselves, it's important to note that many mods have prerequisites, meaning that you've got to have a certain file installed for them to operate properly. For some mods, this may be other mods in which they are dependent on, and for a large portion of Baldur's Gate 3 mods on Nexus, you'll need to install something called BG3 Script Extender. However, there is a way to install it off Nexus separately, but there is also a much easier way that is built into the BG3 mod manager itself. Simply open up the mod manager and go to the top where it says tools, and then click on download and extract the script extender. After a few seconds, it should be fully installed and you're already ready to go for any mods that do require that. Quick note however, you should launch the game up once to make sure the script extender gets essentially registered, and then you can turn it off once you get into the main menu. Now that you've got the BG3 mod manager and the script extender installed, just go to the website Nexus Mods and go to Baldur's Gate 3. You do have to make an account to install the mods, but you do not have to pay anything for this. Once you're at Nexus Mods for Baldur's Gate 3, simply install any mod that you want. For the purpose of doing an example to go along with you, I've scrolled down and want to install the Vesnell's Hair Collection mod. Once I click on this mod, I can simply press on where it says manual download in the corner and just click on any of the specific hair packs that I want. I'm just going to go with the first one for simplicity's sake. Once you click on manual download, you'll get to a page that says slow or fast download. Just click on slow download, as the faster one requires a premium subscription to use it. Once clicking on the slow download, you should have the mod installed. Simply go around and find all the mods that you would like to integrate into your playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 and repeat this same process, just clicking on manual download and then slow download. As you probably saw with this hair pack mod, when I pressed download, it didn't take me directly to the slow and fast download screen, but rather showed me multiple different files I could install. Now, not every mod is like this, but there are some where you can choose which file you want, so just keep that in mind. Now, once you've installed the mods that you want to test out and try, simply go to the next step in the video. Now that we've got all of our mods installed, we want to launch the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager again. Of course, I've already got mods installed for my current playthrough, but as you have only installed the mods and not imported them into the mod manager, you should still see an empty canvas with no mods at all. To import your own mods, you want to go up to the left corner where it says file and then click on it and then press import mod. From here, I'm going to click on the hair mod that I wanted to install, and it'll take a second or two and should be fully installed into the mod manager. You'll straight away see all the mods you've imported go to a column on the right where it says inactive mod. You'll see that I have a couple of mods in my inactive list and then a bunch of mods in the active list on the left. To enable a mod in game, you have to simply click and drag that mod into the active list on the left. Once you've done this, go back up to where it says file and press save order. A quick important note, you'll see that once you have multiple mods on the active list, that they are actually ordered. For the mod I installed, the load order doesn't matter, but on a mod page, some mods might say that they need to be in a certain load order order, so check that before you press save order, but this isn't a problem for the majority of mods. So once you've pressed save order, go back up to file and press export order to game. With this, go up to where it says go and press launch game. When you go back to Steam, this should launch Baldur's Gate 3, and to check if the mod is actually installed properly, in the main menu, press on mod manager and go to install and see if you can see your mod there. And sure enough, I can now see the hair mod that I installed is enabled and it is ready to go. With all of that said now, you should now be officially ready to go with modding in Baldur's Gate 3 with the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager. You can now just install any mod you want and simply import them like I showcased earlier and add them to your active mod list and then save the order and export this to the game. If you did run into any problems, please let me know down in the comments and I'll try my best to remedy any problems that you do have. Anyway, that's all from me for today's video. If you did enjoy, please consider subbing to the channel for more Baldur's Gate 3 and RPG content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.